I find I'm able to harvest or harness somebody else's imagination and turn it into a movie based on a book or a screenplay, or I'm able to tap into my own imagination, like with E.T., and dream up a story and come out and make a movie about it. And that's exactly what Jack Ma has done through all of his efforts and all of his vision with Alibaba, is to, look ahead 10, 20, 30, 100 years, to try to imagine what we can provide today, what you can provide today for a waiting world in 10 years.
We had a very wonderful lunch discussion today. We discussed the future. We're both optimistic. We know the world is very complicated. We got a lot of problems every day, but we are optimistic for the future. I think the future is not about high technology. It's about human. It's about the human values. As we discussed, that in the past 20 years, we make human being like a machine. In the next 20 years, we'll make a machine like a human. But the very important machine, like a human machine, is not a human. Human has to be value-based. Human has to be the mission-based. Machine cannot be value-based and human-based. So this is what we think, that no matter how complicated the world is, storytelling like that, because when I watched the Ali pictures, I was like, oh, all about the wars, monsters, and this and that. We should put a lot of touching points in that. The beauty of human beings is that we are kind. We treat people kind, and we want to be kind to people. So this is what I think. Science is close, but humans are warm. Movies, when I see all the movies, saving the private the right, I love that movie. You see, people ask, why you put so many resources and soldiers to save one person? A human being doing anything to save a little bit the justice. We pay any price to do it. So what I see in the movie, you see the human part of it.
那么我们在看电影的时候，我们看到的是这个电影的这个人文的一面。这也是为什么我喜欢斯皮尔伯格电影的原因。那么在这个科技方面，我们也希望能够看到这个人的一生。在这个阿里巴巴集团15年之前的大概是那个时候呢，人们并不在这个电脑上购物。那么我们不会上下到有两个人通过电脑来进行对话。所以呢，我们希望把我们的这个网站更加有触摸性，就是触摸人的心灵，让人在这个网站上购物的时候感觉到那一侧是人，而不是机器。这也是我所自豪的，是人的价值，使得我们可以让这个世界，就是说，更加的这个人文，更加的有这种感受。
they could be like it could be a disaster. Because there's a lot of movies about that.
那么将会是一个灾难，因为很多的电影都是关于这方面的。那么确实呢，有很多的一些电影讲述的如何如何，但是呢，不管计算机、电脑多么的聪明，机器多么的聪明。 When man creates a computer, and man wants a computer to not only approximate but surpass the intellectual capabilities of a human being. The only thing with a machine that will happen someday, but here's what a computer will never be able to do. A machine will never be able to even approximate intuition. Intuition and the soul is something that will never be part of a computer. And that's what's unique about all of us. And that's why movies connect with people on a scale that goes beyond culture, goes beyond language, goes beyond anything other than movies and stories can tap into individuals' deepest, I guess, parts of themselves. And machines can do a lot and will do a lot, but they'll never be able to do that for us. We have to do that for them.
所以呢，我们也非常高兴能够做到这一点。那么这个机器呢是通过知识来建成的。那么这个说到这个直觉，它更多的是一种艺术。那么机器的这个艺术呢？ 它实际上是科学或者是知识工作的结果，但是智慧呢，它是来源于人的这个直觉，来源于艺术。比如说，在这个斯皮尔伯格电影当中，我看到了一种理想主义。我觉得这也是人类最伟大的一部分。
那么这个机器它永远不可能是理想主义，那么人呢才会是理想主义。我觉得在这一点呢，我们是有很多的这个共同价值观的。说到这个将来，
I remember that actually I had an interview to interview Stephen a few years ago, and one of my questions was about how movies would be like in the future, like in 50 years. And your answer was very interesting. You said something like, you imagine the movies will come in pills, and the audience can experience the movie in a dream after they take the pills. So do you still have the same belief? And you think we're getting nearer to the dream?
I don't know what I was on that day I met with you.
You were on pills.
You know, I think there's all kinds of delivery systems for entertainment content in the future. The latest and maybe the greatest delivery system will be, it's coming to all of us, virtual reality. That's going to be a platform technology that we're going to, that will involve us very deeply in experience. It might just be visiting the Grand Canyon, because we can't afford ever to go to the Grand Canyon. If you would have a virtual tour of the Grand Canyon, it might be something that would be very useful in classrooms to stimulate young people to learn and to remember what they're learning. It can be used for education, it can be used, it will definitely be used for, you know, sporting events. If you can't get into a Bruce Springsteen concert, you might be able to virtually attend one that's actually live and happening through virtual reality. But once again, these different delivery systems can never, ever, ever, in my opinion, substitute for something that we all do in our real lives, and that's we relate to each other. We make eye contact in the real world with each other, that we understand what the real world means to us, and that we actually live in the real world, but we escape into entertainment. And as long as we don't get stuck inside the escape mechanism where we can't get out, I think we'll be okay.
如果是过多的沉溺于这种逃离的这种世界的话，可能就会忘记这个实际世界。我非常喜欢 Stephen 所说的，那么很多人可能会说，很多人会说这个电影行业已经死了，没有想象力。那么如果大家看一下这个电影的技术，那么它呢可能会，我觉得这个是缺乏想象力。
All the move cinemas in the future is going to be changed because of technology. So people will definitely have all kinds of experience of watching movie. I think especially in China today with the cinema and movie industry developed. So China will probably be one of the most hottest spots in China movies. And the other thing is that because of the mobile phones, because of the PCs, because of all the IoTs, so movie is probably is going to be not only in the cinema, in all kinds of the channels. So, I think about the fact about the future. So I'm not good at imagining about what movie will look like. Let's stick with the Japanese working on that. My job is using technology to support and empower these guys to grow that.
I think people will stop saying movies is dead after like we know that smart people like you just provided so much love, passion, and of course lots of money into entertainment industry.
I think yesterday's movie is dead.
Sorry?
Yesterday's movie.
Yes.
We should be live in the movie in new technology. But no matter whatever change, the inspiration, the value, the action should always be set. It will never die. Movies better bring that.
And what's your dreams about the e-business in the future?
E-business? There will be no e-business. It will be only business.
Only business?
Well, I was talking to the team at our people a couple of months ago. I think from next year we will stop talking about e-commerce. There is only commerce. In the future there will be no online and offline. There will be only together. Online and offline have to be together. So virtual reality and virtual reality have to be combined together. So I think 80%, 90% of the business in 30 years will be e-commerce or e-business. So don't call it e, just call it business.
可能都是电子化的。那如果绝大多数
whether
商
you
务的电
like
子
it
化
or
的，就
like
不
it,
怎么说
all of
非
your
要说
business
电
will
子
go
商务了，
online.
就说是商务就行了。
And all of the offline
所有
business,
的
online
线
business
下的
will go offline.
活
So
动呢
this is the，
慢
combination.
慢的会变得更加的线上化。
Stephen, do you agree with
Stephen，
that?
你同意他的观点吗？
I'm just excited to learn more from this guy.
我非常高兴，这回能够从马云先生这儿学到很多的新的想法。
And I certainly agree. I just agree that
非常同意的。
people are going to want more control over their
我
lives.
希望能
They
够对
always
生活
have.
有
We
更多
always
的掌
have.
控，
They're going to want to be able to make their own decisions. They're going to
想
want
自
the
己更好
tools
的
to
去
be able to
决
make
策
their own decisions.
能够
And those
定
tools
更好
will
的
come
决
to
策。
them through the work that you're doing.
还有呢，马云先生所做的工
And
作
yet what people will
也
never
能够
lose,
让人
even
们
while
去
they're
逐渐
trying to
的
convenience themselves and their own
找到更方便的
lives,
一种
what
生
they'll
活
never
方式。
lose, what I hope people never lose, is just their power to imagine, their power to dream. I mean,
我们
dream
要有这个
I've
成功追
said
求梦想的
since
热
I was
情。
very young, when I first got my first job
当我年
making
轻的时
movies,
候
I've
做
always
第一
said
份
that
工
my
作
job
的
is
时
to
候，
dream.
我
I
就会
dream
说
for a
我做
living.
电影啊，不光做一个工作，我
And
把它当成是一个
my
梦
my
想。
dad's in the computer business. My dad's
那我
almost
爸爸呢
100 years
是做
old. He'll be
电
100
脑
years
行业
old
工
in
作的。
February. And he's very, knock on wood, very vital and very excited
他
about
是
life
对于
today.
这个电脑啊这
And
方
my
面
dad
的
was
其
on
实
the
非
team
常的
that
着力
invented
的。
the very, very first, I was telling you this earlier,
Well,
the
it's
very
an
first
invention.
computer, commercial data processing
那么第一台电脑呢，比
computer
如说
for
这
RCA
个
back
数
in
据的
1950.
处
So he
理
was on
啊
that
这
very
种能力，在50年代
important
的时候，你
team
想想对
pioneers
这些
that
技术，我
first
的爸爸是多么
made
的
it
着力。
easier for people to
因为这
do
种
their
电脑
jobs
呢，
based on
能
the
够
tools
让人
that
们的
were
生
being
活得以
provided by
改善。
RCA. And my dad used to always tell me, he was very prescient about the
曾经
future.
告
My
诉
dad
我啊，他对未
always
来
said
非常
computers
有
are going to
信
take
心
over the
啊，
world
电
and
脑
all
呢
of that.
能够改
And
变
he
我们
always
的
said
生
to
活方
me,
式。
but computers
他经常
can't
会说啊，
think for you.
电
Don't
脑
ever fool yourself into thinking that
能
computers
够
can think
协
for
助人们
you. You have to always
创造
be
更好的、
responsible for your
不可
own
思议
choices,
的
your
生
own
活。当然了，在这
decisions.
个过程当
You
中，
gotta
人
do
做一个
things.
能
My
动
dad
性
used to
的
always
事
say,
情，应
Steve,
该能够
do
做出
your
更好
own
的选
thinking.
择。
Don't worry about what I'm making, what I'm building. You just do your own thinking.
那么
That
人们呢
most of all
会
will
在
be
这个使用工具
Do
的
your
同时，也
own
有自己的
thinking
思
and
想，
keep dreaming. That's very
也
important,
就是不
right?
断的思想，
Yeah,
还
you
有
know,
思考，
Steve
还有不断的
Martin,
保持梦想，
his
对吧？
father, his
他
father
这边
is
说的
a
很有意
computer
思。
scientist,
他
and
的
his
爸爸
mother is
是
a pianist.
这个电脑科学
That's
家，
a
他的
great
妈妈是钢琴家。
combination. That's why
我
we
觉
have
得
to
他的
sleep.
父母的
So
这种结合也很
I
美
think
好。
because of
我
new
觉得
technology,
由于了
the
新
next
技术
10 to
的发展，在未
10
来
to 30
10
years,
年
the
到
big
30
challenge
年
is
的发
about
展呢，
education.
挑战就是在教育领域。
So in the past
在
100 years,
过
we
去
teach
100年当中，
education,
老
knowledge,
师
and
或者
science.
教育这些
Next
知
to
识、
30
科学
years,
是重点。那么在
because
接
of
下
I
来的
think the
30
machine
年
has
中，
learned knowledge and
现
science
在
so
机
fast
器
and
已
man.
经开
This
始能够
machine
比人
never
的学
get
习更
angry,
快了。
never get
不
upset,
要
never get tired,
泄
and
气，
keep on
也
going.
不要
They never forget
生气。
anything. So machine will
那
be
这个机
smarter
器
than
不会
people.
很生气、很沮
So
丧，他们不
people
会
should
忘了学
learn
的
in
东西。
school is not only the knowledge but imagination.
还有呢，就是我们觉得
This
想
is
象力
what I
很
want to
重
get
要
a。secret sauce from Stephen. How can he get all
那
stuck
么
in
这是我非常
something
好
like
奇
that?
的，那个
This is
Steven，
how.
你是怎么有
So
这么
that's
多的
why
一种想象
I
力？我
figure
非
out
常
that's
钦
because
佩。
his father and mother.
我觉得它是来自于父母这种奇妙的这种组合所产生的一种灵感和想象力。
Yeah. So you agree with that? Like,
你同意吗
yeah. Great
Stephen?
combination of
Yeah, art and science.
你的父母的联姻是你
I mean, I was
的
lucky. I mean, I walked
幸
into
运
a pretty extraordinary gene pool between my mom
你
and
可能
my
我来自
dad.
父母有非常无与伦比的这种基因介质遗传吧。
Yeah, and I think no matter how technology developed and improved,
是如何来
there's always an issue that we all have to face. That is the cultural differences
面对
between
文
East
化的
and West.
差别在中西方。
Like for example, normally people tend to think that the Oriental culture
东方的文化
promote more of the collectivism
是集体主义，
and group spirits,
是团体的一种精神。
while the Western culture centers on individualism and superheroes such as
超级英雄
Stephen's
主义，比如说
Indiana Jones.
您的电影里面经
So,
常会去
what
弘
do you
扬
think about this theory?
您如何看待这样一种看法呢？
Theory of East and West.
东西方的文化差异，
Just that
觉得
there's a lot
in China that is becoming more and more known in America through media and through China's tremendous renaissance. I mean, since I was here 9 years ago, I hardly recognized Beijing. what has happened here is extraordinary. I've never seen a city just, sprout like a beautiful garden the way Beijing has. And I shot a movie in Shanghai. I was the first American company ever to shoot in China. Shot a movie called Empire of the Sun in Shanghai in 1988. And Shanghai, and the old city of Shanghai where we were shooting, is nothing like it is today. So there's been a tremendous explosion here in China, and I think we are certainly aware of it. This is the second largest market in the entire world for movies. The audiences love movies here. They love all different kinds of movies, not just one type of movie. Right now, the superhero movie is what's popular all over the world, not just here in China, not just in America, but everywhere. I don't make a lot of superhero movies. I don't consider Indiana Jones to be a superhero because he bleeds and he gets hurt, and he makes some mistakes. He's not really a superhero. We make the Transformer movies, and that would be, I would think, would be considered a superhero movie. I didn't make those movies, but those are superheroes. People love to, I think, when we were all kids, when kids play with toys. Why do they play with toys? Because they project their fantasies and dreams into their little figures, into their toys, and they pretend they're their toys. And so from the very beginning of life, we all want role models. And we all want people that we want to be like, that we aspire to become. That's where the superhero movie was born. It was born back in the old days of the old serials, back in the late 1940s. But the stories as I get older that I'm connecting with more are stories that are really told on a human scale, about values that we share East and West, the same values. And those are some of the stories that I'm hoping Jack and I can tell in this new partnership between Andrew Partners and Alibaba Pictures. It will be able to bring a Chinese themed stories to an American audience that we can do co-productions between our company and your company. And we can bring more of China to America and bring more American content.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that China and USA on the West, there are cultural differences. But I don't see any human value difference between West and East. The only difference is the West can tell the story better than Chinese. I don't see you have a lot of superheroes in your movies. Cinderella's List and Brian and all these are normal people. The only, I don't like the superhero movies. The only super movie, if you want a hero, Chinese movie talking about a hero. Chinese movie talking about love, romance. Chinese heroes talk about justice, America do the same. The only difference is that in the Chinese movies, all the heroes must die. The American movies, heroes always survive. Why? Because I think this is the way to tell the story. If the heroes all die, why everybody wants to be the hero? We should make the heroes survive. If you do right things, you have a luck will follow you, and you will be a real superhero. You're a superhero. So I think people say, oh, this movie is American value. I say, no, this is not an American value. This is a human value. But the Western movies, they know how to tell the stories. We have a legendary master telling stories. As Jeff said, Stephen, you tell the story in the right way. And encouraging people to be the heroes. Heroes never die because they are everywhere. Everybody dies, but hero dies because heroism is always there. So China grows so fast.